not forsake the assembling of ourselves together.
Join us on the Sabbath at Israel Church of the Living God Learning Center, located at 1225 South Elmwood Avenue in Waukegan, Illinois. Services starts at 1:30 p.m. You can also visit us online at israelchurch.org. Here you can find our holy days as well as other events and find out more about our church organization. If you are unable to come out and worship with us, you can watch our live stream on YouTube at ICOTLG 67 or on Facebook at Israel Church of the Living God. If you are in need of prayer or counseling or just need more info, you may call us at 847-246-4421 or 847-636-4792. We look forward to hearing from you.
My house should be called a house of prayer for all people. Let's not forsake the assembling of ourselves together.
Join us on the Sabbath at Israel Church of the Living God Learning Center, located at 1225 South Elmwood Avenue in Waukegan, Illinois. Services starts at 1:30 p.m. You can also visit us online at israelchurch.org. Here you can find our holy days as well as other events and find out more about our church organization. If you are unable to come out and worship with us, you can watch our live stream on YouTube at ICOTLG 67 or on Facebook at Israel Church of the Living God. If you are in need of prayer or counseling or just need more info, you may call us at 847-246-4421 or 847-636-4792. We look forward to hearing from you.
My house should be called a house of prayer for all people. Let's not forsake the assembling of ourselves together.
Join us on the Sabbath at Israel Church of the Living God Learning Center, located at 1225 South Elmwood Avenue in Waukegan, Illinois. Services starts at 1:30 p.m. You can also visit us online at israelchurch.org. Here you can find our holy days as well as other events and find out more about our church organization. If you are unable to come out and worship with us, you can watch our live stream on YouTube at ICOTLG 67 or on Facebook at Israel Church of the Living God. If you are in need of prayer or counseling or just need more info, you may call us at 847-246-4421 or 847-636-4792. We look forward to hearing from you.
My house should be called a house of prayer for all people.
Yes, this is Q&A today. Topic of the lesson, Genealogy of the Bible. I am Brother Raphael, and our reader tonight is Brother Rob. Now, we're going to teach a lesson on genealogy of the Bible. Now, a lot of people in a lot of churches don't teach on genealogies of people in the Bible. And people want to know what nation did Noah's 3 sons came out of. And a lot of history gets a lot of confusing for a group of these people. Now, we're going to start with the first scripture. Genesis chapter 10, 1 through 5. Ready, Brother Rod?
Yep.
Let's start it off.
Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And unto them were born sons born after the flood. The sons of Japheth, Gomer and Magog, and Medea, and Javan, and Tubal, and Meshach, and Tyrus. And the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, Riptha, and Togarmah. And the sons of Javan, Elisha, and Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodium.
Yes. Now, these are the genealogies of the modern day Europeans. But people always say it's Japheth is the modern day Europeans. Now, the word Gentile is in there, but that's what the scriptures say of who the nations are. Now, Gentiles can go to Hamitic or other nations, just other group of nations. And the Bible give you the genealogy of the people. Now, we're going to go into the seed of Japheth. Who are them into the Bible? Now, we're going to go into Judges chapter 4, 2 through 16. Got it? What's going on with Judges right here?
And the Lord sold them unto the land of Jabin, king of Canaan, that reigned in Hazor, the captain of whose host was Sisera, which dwelt in Harosheth of the Gentiles. And the children of Israel cried unto the Lord, for he had 900 chariots of iron, and 20 years he mightily oppressed the children of Israel. And Deborah, the prophetess, the wife of Lipiduth, she judged Israel at that time. And she dwelleth under the palm tree of Deborah between Ramah and Bethel in Mount Ephraim. And the children of Israel came up to her for judgment. And she sent and called Barak, the son of Abinoam, out of Kadesh Naphtali, and said unto him, Hath not the Lord God of Israel commanded, saying, Go and draw toward Mount Tabor, and take with thee 10,000 men of the children of Naphtali, and of the children of Zebulun. And I will draw unto thee to the river Kishon, Sisera, and the captain of Jabin's army, with his chariots and his multitudes, and I will deliver him unto thine hand. And Barak said unto her, If thou wilt go with me, then I will go, but if thou wilt not go with me, then I will not go. And she said, I will surely go with thee. Notwithstanding the journey that thou takest shall not be for thine honor, for the Lord shall sell Sisera into the hand of a woman. And Deborah arose and went with Barak to Kadesh. And Barak called Zebulun and Naphtali to Kadesh. And he went up with 10,000 men at his feet, and Deborah went up with him. Now Heber the Kenite was, which was of the children of Hobab, the father-in-law of Moses, had served himself from the Kenites, and pitched his tent unto the plain of Zanaim, which is by Kadesh. And they showed Sisera that Barak, the son of Abinoam, was gone up to Mount Tabor. And Sisera gathered together all his chariots, even 900 chariots of iron, and all the people that were with him, from Harosheth to the Gentiles unto the river Kishon. And Deborah said unto Barak, Up, for this is the day in which the Lord hath delivered Sisera unto thine hand. It is not the Lord gone out, is not the Lord gone out before thee? So Barak went down from Mount Tabor, and 10,000 men after him. And the Lord discomforted Sisera, and all his chariots, and all his host, with the edge of the sword before Barak, so that Sisera lightened down off his chariots and fled away on his feet. But Barak pursued after the chariots and after the hosts of Harosheth of the Gentiles, and all the hosts of Sisera fell upon the edge of the sword, and there was not a man left.
Yes. Now, I went into this because of genealogy of misusing the words of Gentiles. A lot of people use this word of Gentiles and know it's modern day Europe or other nations that's non-Israel. Now, they use it sometimes for even terms of Egypt, of this term of Gentiles, because a lot of people in modern Christian churches, they call so-called African Americans, or we labeled with Gentiles, with new name. Some of y'all don't even know you're Israel. Even when I have Dominican cousins. Some of them are darker than me. They're actual Israel. And they tell me, oh, I'm Dominican, or we're Gentiles, I'm Dominican. Because of the nation that named you. But you dealt with the same curses as you dealt with in America. You just in the Caribbeans. Now, we're going to go into Lamentations 8 through 9.
Lamentations chapter 2, verses 8 and 9. The Lord hath proposed to destroy the wall of the daughter of Zion. He hath stretched out a line. He hath not withdrawn his hand from destroying. Therefore he made the rampart and the wall to lament. They languish together. Their gates are sunk into the ground. He hath destroyed and broken her bars. Her kings and her princes are among the Gentiles. The law is no more. Her prophets also find no vision from the Lord.
Now, I had my buddy brought this up, and why I had to go in the scriptures to verify what this was. He is like, this means us. And I said, no. This is why genealogy I'm trying to teach from, they're calling us Hametics and other groups. Always void out of the teaching. Now, gave me an idea on these scriptures, what I'm teaching right now, is they do this as a practice of drafting in. I have no problem with drafting in. But once you tell so-called African Americans, we are the children of Israel, they try to push the Gentile knowledge. Now, when I have to go into the knowledge of what they teach, you are a Gentile or this and that. It's called undocumentation or doctrine that's not sound in history. Now we're going over Joel 3, 8 through 9. You got it, brother?
Yep. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabeans, to a people far off, for the Lord had spoken it. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up.
This is spiritual warfare. Now, we in our learning part. Well, it's time to wake up. Because a lot of us we going through is we go through out of doctrine of men, of what we have been taught up, even us so-called Israel. And I can be actually truthfully knowledge to this. I have sat with a Gentile pastor. When I said black people are the children of Israel, his son understand what I was talking about. Now, when I talk to my own people, we have an argument about it. Oh, we're not Israelites. No, them people in Israel are the Jews. No, that people is not Jews. We're not Jews, we're Hamitic, this and that. I says, if I can sit with a Gentile that's from Europe and he understands the Bible more than my own people, we have a problem here. That means you've been indoctrination for man so long, you don't even want to sit and think about it. How is that I can teach him the dietary laws, how you supposed to eat, how you keep the law, more than to my own people? If I can wake up a Gentile man, can't even get to my own people. It's time to wake up. You lost. And I talk to older men. If I can talk to an older Gentile man and understand what we saying, he believed me. How's my own people don't want to believe me? And I'm a young man teaching you knowledge. Now let's go over here to Acts 13. We're going to start at verse 13. Yes, I'm going in the New Testament for y'all. Acts 13 through 15, right? 13,
Yeah.
15.
And then we're going to skip.
Yeah, yeah.
Now when Paul and his company loosed from Paphos, they came to Perga in Pamphylia, and John departed from them, returning to Jerusalem. But when they had departed from Perga, they came to Antioch and Pisidia, and went into the synagogue on the Sabbath day and sat down. And after reading the law and the prophets, the rulers of the synagogue sent unto them, saying, Ye men and brethren, if ye have any word of exhortation for the people, say on.
Yeah. Skip over to 42. Take that to 45.
We're going to skip to 42. And when the Jews were gone out of the synagogue, the Gentiles besought that these words might be preached to them the next Sabbath. Now, when the congregation was broken up, many of the Jews and the religious proselytes followed Paul and Barnabas, who, speaking to them, persuaded them to continue in the grace of God. And the next Sabbath day came almost the whole city together to hear the word of God. But when the Jews saw the multitude, they were filled with envy, and spake against those things which were spoken by Paul, contradicting and blaspheming.
Yes. Now, when I talk to these older pastors that so-called, I know they're Israel, this is what you do to young man that brings out the truth. Now, when I said, if a Gentile understand we the children of Israel, and once I talk to them, y'all have more arguments with us. And then when we ask a simple question, what is the genealogy of the Bible? You ain't got the answer. Like Kanye told him, you ain't got the answer, Sway. You've been teaching doctrine of men so long, and you don't know how to go into the scriptures and find out, and y'all all yell your New Testament preachers. If you don't know knowledge, go back and relearn. If you don't know what it is, ain't nothing wrong with a little correction. Suck it up and deal with it. We're going right over Acts 18. What was it? Acts 18, 1 through 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, Acts 18, 1 through 5.
After these things, Paul departed from Athens and came to Corinth, and found a certain Jew named Aquila, born in Pontus, lately come from Italy, with his wife Priscilla, because that Claudius had commanded all the Jews to depart from Rome, and came unto them. And because he was of the same craft, he abode with them, and wrought, for by their occupation they were tent makers. And he reasoned in the synagogue every Sabbath, and persuaded the Jews and the Greeks. And when Silas and Timotheus were come to Macedonia, Paul was pressed in the spirit, and testified to the Jews that Jesus was Christ.
Yes. Now, they done this on the Sabbath. Now, what brought this argument idea with this, when I want to teach on genealogies of Gentiles and Israel, they was all worshiping on the Lord's day, not on this modern day Sunday worship that's mandated by Roman Catholic Church. Stool can't prove if Sunday worship is biblical. If it was up to me, I'd put 20,000 up. Can you prove it? And y'all still wouldn't figure it out. Because what God says, keep the commandments. Now, we're going to go back to Genesis chapter 10, 6 through 20.
And the sons of Ham, Cush, and Mizraim, and Phut, and Canaan. And the sons of Cush, Seba, and Havilah, and Sabtah, and Ramah, and Sabekcha. And the sons of Ramah, Seba, and Dedan. And Cush begot Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one in the earth. And he was mighty. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord. And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel, and Eric, and Asad, and Calneh in the land of Shinar. Out of the land went forth Asher, and built Nineveh, the city of Rehoboth, and Calah, and Rezin between Nineveh and Calah. The same is a great city. And Mizraim begot Ludum, and Ananim, and Lehabim, and Naphtuhim, and Pathruzim, and Casluhim, out of whom came Philetism, and Caphtorim, and Canaan begot Sidon, his firstborn, and Heth, and the Jebusite, and the Amorite, and the Girgasite, and the Havite, and the Archite, and the Sinite, and the Arvadite, and the Zemarite, and the Hamathite, and afterwards were the family of the Canaanites spread abroad. And the border of the Canaanites was from Sidon, as thou comest to Gerar unto the Gaza, as thou goest unto Sodom and Gomorrah, and Ashma, and Zeobium, even unto Lake Laisha. These are the sons of Ham, after their families, after their tongues, in their countries, and in their nations.
Yes. Now, these are Hamitic nations, native to the land of so-called Africa. It has many names: Cush, Put, all these areas. Where they at? In Africa. Now, this where a lot of confusions come into the play. In the Genealogy of the Bible dictionary, you can't look this up. They are the progenitors of the dark race. But in that quote says, not the Negroes. Now, this is in the Genealogy of the Bible dictionary tells you that. Not the Negroes. Even native people in Africa know who we are. Now, it's a label group they have used. Now, Niloth means native to Africa. Bantu is Shemitic. They know the difference between us. Hamitic and Shemitic. They know the difference. Now, excuse me. And we're going to the next verse. First Colossians. So I got that right. First Colossians, verse 1.
First Chronicles?
First Chronicles, my bad. First Chronicles 4-8.
Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, the sons of Japheth, Gomer, and Magog, and Mediah, and Javan, and Tubal, and Meshach, and Tyrus, and the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, and Ritha, and Togarmah, and the sons of Javan, Elisha, and Tarshishim, Kittim, and Dudam, and the sons of Ham, Cush, and Mizraim, Put, and Canaan.
Yes, these are the lines of Hamitic. Now, you even find some of these tribes right now. What's been named? Even from Elam, they found out that's in modern Ethiopia. Now, even in the history of that, now, we're going to go to, Genesis chapter 10, 21 through 31. I'm gonna mess with that's right. 21, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Unto Shem also, the father of all the children of Eber, the brother of Japheth, the elder, even unto him were the children born, the children of Shem, Elam, and Ashur, and Arphaxad, and Lud, and Aram, and the children of Aram, Uz, and Hall, and Gether, and Mash. And Arphaxad begot Selah, and Selah begot Eber, and unto Eber were born 2 sons. The name of one was Peleg, for in his days was the earth divided, and his brother's name was Joktan. And Joktan begot Elmodad, and Sheleph, and Hasmarath, and Jirhath, and Hadoram, and Uzal, and Diklah, and Obel, and Abimael, and Sheba, and Ophir, and Havilah, and Joab. All these were the sons of Jokan, and their dwelling was from Mesha, as thou goest toward Zephyr, as Mount of the East. These are the sons of Shem, after their families, after their tongues, in their lands, after their nations.
Now, this is the lineage of Jesus Christ. Now, Shemitic comes out of Abraham. Now, Abraham had 3 lineages that came out of him. Ishmael, then Israel, and Edom. Now, I'm going to go into the lines of Ishmael and Edom. We already know children of Israel comes out of Shem. Now, we're going to go into First Chronicles. Hold on, I'm going to mess myself up. All right. First Chronicles 1-28.
No,
No.
28 to 31.
Oh, 28 to 31.
The sons of Abraham, Isaac, and Ishmael. These are the generations, the firstborn of Ishmael, Nebothath, then Kedar, and Adbeel, and Mibsam, and Mishma, and Duma, and Massa, and Hedad, and Tema, Jetur, Naphish, and Kedemah. These are the sons of Ishmael.
These are your Ishmaelites. your modern day Arabs. These are your Ishmaelites. These are the generation of Ishmaels. Now, we knowing who Ishmael is. I think I'm correct. And he Unc. He's Unc. You're a wild one. This uncle. Uncle's pretty wild. Everybody got a wild uncle. He's the wild man of the family of Abraham. Now we're going on Jeremiah 41. Jeremiah 41, 2 through 18.
Then arose Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, and the 10 men that were with him, and smote Gedaliah, the son of Ahimacam, and the son of Shaphan, with the sword, and slew him, whom the kings of Babylon had made governor over the land. Ishmael also slew all the Jews that were with him, even with Gedaliah and Mizpah and the Chaldeans that were found there, and the men of war. And it came to pass the second day after he had slain Gedaliah, and no man knew it, that there came certain from Shechem, from Shiloh, and from Samaria, even 80 men, having their beards shaven and their clothes rent, and having cut themselves with offerings and incense in their hand, to bring them to the house of the Lord. And Ishmael, the son of Nathaniah, went forth from Mizpah to meet them, weeping all along as he went. And it came to pass, as he met them, he said unto them, Come to Gedaliah, and the son of Hikam. And it was so that they came into the midst of the city, that Ishmael, the son of Nethilah, slew them, and cast them into the midst of the pit, he and all the men that were with him. But 10 men were found among them that said unto Ishmael, Slay us not, for we have treasures in the field of wheat and of barley and of oil and of all honey. So he forbare and slew them not among their brethren. Now the pit wherein Ishmael had cast all the dead bodies of the men whom he had slain because of Gedaliah was it which Asa the king had made for fear of Baasha, king of Israel. And Ishmael the son of Nethaniah filled it with them that were slain. Then Ishmael carried away captive all the residue of the people that were in Mizpah, even the king's daughter, and all the people that remained in Mizpah, whom Nebuzaradan, Adan, the captain of the guard, and committed to Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, and Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, carried them away captive and departed to go over to the Amorites.
Now this is the bloodline of Ishmael. Now what's going on? What do they call it? So-called Middle East. This is what's going on. Now, once I get into this lineage, this is the Ishmaelites. He's a wild boy. Now, we're going to go into, all right, we're going on what was that, Jeremiah? Now we're going to Genesis chapter 25. Now we're going to get into Jacob and Esau. Genesis 25, verse verse 25? Yes. 25 to, take 34, scratch that last one.
What?
Yeah, 25, 36. 36 on there? 36.
And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when he bare them. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. And Isaac loved Esau, because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. And Jacob sod pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said unto Jacob, Feed me, I pray thee, that the same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. And Jacob said, Sell me this day thy birthright. And Esau said, Behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me? And Jacob said, Swear unto me this day. And he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright to Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage and lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright.
Yes. He despised his birthday. Birthright. Birthright, my bad. Now, I always tell black people, so-called African Americans, now, the people that's calling their so-called Jews don't even believe in Jesus. They always been around us. They love hip-hop. 90% of them are the wrong record company owners. They love the music. These are our brothers. Because we look different, but biblically, these is our brothers. Now, our brother Esau, they have modern day Judaism. Now, why should I follow somebody who announced Jesus Christ? Even in their own belief, even in their own books, they announce Jesus Christ. Now, this is our brother. Now we're going to go over Deuteronomy 2 and Deuteronomy 2 chapter verse 4, 8 through 4. Yeah, 8 through 4. And we're going to
8 through 4.
I mean 4, my bad. I mean Deuteronomy the 2nd chapter, 4 through 8. Moving too fast. 4 through 8. And we're going to skip right over, look at my notes, 12 to 29, all right.
And commanded thou the people, saying, Ye are to pass through the coast of your brethren, the children of Esau, which dwell in Seir, and they shall be afraid of you. Take ye good heed unto yourselves, therefore. Meddle not with them, for I will not give you of their land. No, not so much as a foot breadth, because I have given Mount Seir unto Esau for possession. Ye shall buy meat of them for money, and ye shall that ye may eat, and ye shall also buy water of them for money, that ye shall drink. For the Lord thy God hath blessed thee in all thy works of thine hand. He knoweth thy walking through his great wilderness these 40 years, the Lord thy God hath been with thee. Thou hast lacked nothing. And when ye pass by from our brethren, the children of Esau, which dwelt in Seir, through the way of the plain from Elahath from Ezion-Gaber, we turned and passed by the way of the wilderness of Moab. Skip down to 12.
Yeah.
The Horims also dwelt in Seir before time, but the children of Esau succeeded them when they had destroyed them from before them, and dwelt in their stead, as Israel did unto the land of his possessions, which the Lord gave unto them. Now rise up, said I, and get you over the brook Zered. And he went over the brook Zered, and the space in which he came from Kadesh Barnea until we were come over the brook Zered was 38 years, until all the generations of the men of war were wasted out of among the host, as the Lord sware unto them. For indeed the hand of the Lord was against them, to destroy them from among the host, until they were consumed. And it came to pass, when all the men of war were consumed, the dead from among the people, that the Lord spake unto me, saying, Thou art to pass over through Ar, and the coast of Moab this day. 29. And when thou comest nigh over against the children of Ammon, distress them not, nor meddle with them, for I will not give thee of the land of the children of Ammon any possession, because I have given it unto the children of Lot for a possession. That also was accounted in the lands of giants. Giants dwelt therein in old time, and the Ammonites called them Zamzim, a people great and many and tall as the Anakims. But the Lord destroyed them before them, and they succeeded them and dwelt in their stead, as he did to the children of Esau, which dwelt in Seir, when he destroyed the Horims before them, and they succeeded them, and dwelt in their stead even unto this day. And the Avims, which dwelt in Hazarim, even to Azza, the Captorims, which came forth out of Captor, destroyed them and dwelt in their stead. Rise ye up, take your journey, and pass over the river Arnon. Behold, I have given it unto thine hand, Shihon, the Amorite, king of Heshbon, and his hand. Begin to possess it, and contend with him in battle. This day will I begin to put the dread of thee and the fear of thee upon the nations that are under the whole heaven, who hath heard report of thee, and shall trouble and be in anguish because of thee. And I will send messengers out of the wilderness of Kedmoth unto Sihon, king of Heshbon, with words of peace, saying, Let me pass through thy land, and I will go along by the highway, and I will neither turn unto the right hand or to the left. Thou shalt sell me meat for money, that I may eat, and give me water for money, that I may drink. Only I will pass through on my feet, as the children of Esau, which dwelt in Seir, and the Moabites, which dwelt in Ar, did unto me, until I shall pass over Jordan into the land which the Lord our God giveth us.
Now, this is where Esau in mountainless Seir. Now, we're going to get into a little of where they from. Now, we're going to go into Jeremiah 49 through 8 through 10. Hold on, let me see. Jeremiah 49.
Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. If grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brother and his neighbors, and he is not.
This is who they are. This is their lineage line. Now, these are Shemitic people. These are our brothers. They always had to be around Israel. To the I'm going over Hebrews. Hebrews 11, 19 through 20.
Accounting that God was able to raise him up, even from the dead, from whence also he received him in a figure. By faith Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come.
This is what the Lord said. Now we're going over Hebrews 12th chapter. Give me verse 16 to 17.
Lest there be any fornication or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears.
He sold his birthright. He gave it up for a morsel of meat. Now, these are Shemitic people. They modern day changed their lineage name. Now they call themselves the Jews. They only say they're Jewish, just something pertaining to. They're not the children of the book. They just are brother. They want the land, but the Lord didn't promise them land. Now, we're going into the book of Obadiah. Now, this is in the Old Testament. Some Sunday pastors don't even look in and read it. Now, we just going to go through the whole book of Obadiah. And this is where they from. And this mountain has scarvings out of this. Let's start off, Brother Rod.
The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise, and let us arise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou hast dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they have not stolen till they have had enough? If the grape gatherers come to thee, would they not have leaved some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee, that they eat thy bread that they eat thy bread have laid a wonder under thee. There is none with understanding in him. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau? And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. And the day that thou stoodest on the other side, and the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither should thou have spoken proudly in the day of shouldest not have entered into the gates of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those that of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall turn upon thine own head. For as ye have drunken upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them, and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord had spoken it. And they of the south shall possess the mountain of Esau, and they of the plain of the Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead. And the captives of this host of the children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites, even to Zarephath, the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in Sepharvath, shall possess the cities of the south. The Savior shall come up on Mount Zion to judge Mount Esau. The kingdom shall be the Lord's.
Yes, this is who they now in Israel right now. Some people don't even want to believe it when we say that them are the house of Edom. This who Esau is. They are the Edomites of the Bible now. That's who's in Jerusalem now, in the land. They don't believe in Jesus Christ. They have a book called the Talmud, say the worstest things about Jesus. Now, oddly, what they do is right now they're on a new wave of, they know black people are the children of Israel. They know the Bantu tribes are Shemitic. What they're doing is now they're going to parts in Africa, asking them to say, hey, you got to follow what we believe in, but you have to announce Jesus Christ. Now, Judaism is a man-made religion. Ain't no such thing as Judaism. Nothing called Judaism. That's something they came up in Europe. Even in Europe right now, when they came out, it was three major religious practices: Christianity, Judaism, Islamic, and the fourth was paganism. One of them had to mix it in. We already know Islam, the Roman Catholic Church, is pagan. Wood and stone right in front of you. One, Judaism only study 5 books of the Bible. They call it the Torah. But they have the book called the Talmud, written by men. That's another doctrine of men. Most terrible things they talk about in the Talmud. Some things I don't even want to repeat. Nasty thing they said about the Virgin Mary. I don't know what bright mind of anybody that said, oh, we the people of the Bible, that says Jesus Christ is swimming in hell and excrement. And they don't believe in hell. They don't even sound right. How you going to believe somebody that don't believe in hell, but your book says Jesus Christ is swimming in excrement? That's terrible. Now we go into, now this is what God say. Give me Romans 9th chapter. We're going to start it at verse 9.
For this is the word of promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. And not only this, but when Rebekah also have conceived by one, even by our father Isaac. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that hath purpose of God according to election, might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
He said, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. I didn't say this out of mean. This is what God said. God knew this before when he started this. He knew what nation he was going to pick, where the lineage of the children of Israel was going to come out of. He knew everything before it started. If you have a problem with it, take it to God. He knew we had to go through these curses just to wake us up. He had to rise up prophets. Solomon said, ain't nothing new under the sun. That's a fact. But he knew when the Lord was going to come back, it was going to be a people who was going to call themselves the Jews. God put these in plans for a reason. People every day do not want to wake up and do not see it. I call it docile sleep. He's sleeping. Don't want to wake up. Now, this is what Jesus warned us about these people that disannounce him. Now we're going into the book of Revelations. Book of Revelations 2, verse 2. Revelations chapter 2, 8 through 9.
And unto the angel of the church of Samaria write, these things saith the first and the last, which was dead and is alive. I know thy works, and tribulation, and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews, and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Right now, in Judaism, what do they call their place of worship? Synagogues. And they announce Jesus Christ. Jesus just told you he's going to call them the synagogue of Satan. It's time to wake up. Black people of America is so docile, so-called African Americans, you are the children of Israel. You're docile not to even admit you're the children of Israel or you're the tribe of Judah. You still think in Israel, them the Jews. They don't even believe in Jesus Christ. That means you lost. Even your Sunday pastor right now wouldn't even say the statement. It's time to wake up. If you don't know what you can't see right now and you thinking them the people of the Bible, you're asleep. Because Jesus Christ just warned you. If you believe on Jesus, you believe what this book say. Now we're going to Revelation chapter 3. We're going to say verse 9.
Yep.
Verse 9.
Behold, I will make them of the synagogues of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come to worship before thy feet, to know that I have loved thee.
Yes. I don't see in the last couple of years African Americans, so-called African Americans, was calling us Jews first. Have you, Brother Rock? No. Only one group is calling themselves Jews. As them two verses I said, they're a lie. Even they know the children of Israel and the color are brown-skinned people. Even they know what color Solomon is. They know it's a religious beef, not a nationality. That's called a double entendre. They use it as a religion and a nationality. Which one are you? Somebody's hiding. And then they tell us, oh, we need to test your DNA. My game is, let me test your DNA and you see you connected to the land. Because some money on that, I think you come out of Mount Lucia, what the book of Obadiah said. That's on Brother Raphael. That was a lesson on genealogy. And I do got a question. Huh? We out of time? All right. I'll give you a question next time. All right. I'm Brother Raphael and Q&A. Peace. All right, Brother Rob, got anything to say?
Nope. Peace.
Peace.